Hello, it's Brenda, and I wanted to do an update on my hysterectomy. Yesterday was a month since surgery, and so I went and had my monthly checkup with the doctor, and I wanted to go through because a lot's happened. I haven't made an update for a little while. So yesterday he told me that we could stop packing where my incision had split. It was getting really difficult, and every time we would pack I would start bleeding, and it was just getting more and more painful. So I'm really happy for that, because yesterday my mother left. She went back home to Florida. So I wasn't really looking forward to having Brett and Caitlin do the packing. Not that I don't trust them, and each of them have done it when I've needed it, but it's just it's no fun. It's really it's painful, and they don't like doing it, and I don't like them doing it. It's different having my mom do it. So I'm really excited to not have to do the packing anymore. That's a big deal. And like I said, my mom went back to Florida. It was so awesome to have her here. We couldn't have done it without her. I mean, she really pushed me to get up, to, at the beginning, right after surgery, I was having breathing problems. She made me religiously use that breathing machine. She was really good about keeping everything clean. When I had the nurse and the doctor, they've checked my incision, which is, other than that small spot now, completely healed. I've started using Mederma. They said that my incision is one of the best that they've ever seen at a month out. It still is red, but it's a very nice incision. I never had any problems with any infection, which is hard when you have an open wound. So I'm really happy at a month out at how the wound and the incision is. I am still dealing with a considerable amount of pain on my left side. It actually has been frustrating this week because I feel like the pain's getting worse instead of better. And so after talking with the doctor, unfortunately, they think that there's some nerve damage on the left side. I'm hoping, because within the next 2 weeks I'm going to be completely weaned off of all the pain medication. At first I thought, it was just part of the healing because they'd done so much work on my left side. And at 4 weeks out, I really wanted to be off all pain medication, but I haven't been able to completely get rid of it. But within the next 2 weeks, I want to be off of it, whether I'm still dealing with pain or not. One of the things that the doctor wanted me to start with the pain management, and I don't want to do that. He thinks that I'm going to have long-term pain because of some nerve damage on my left side, because of there's so much endometriosis, and with the damage from my bladder when they were cutting it, because everything was fused to my left side. It's a really weird feeling. It'll be kind of like a contraction, and then I'll get like this sharp pain, kind of like when you hit your funny bone. It's not funny, and it really hurts. It gives you like a zinger, and I'll be like, oh. And then after that, it'll be like this burning, and it's painful to put. I can't push on my left side. It actually feels worse than it did even right after surgery. I was pretty numb then, and what he thinks is going on is because the nerves get cut or scraped or things like that during surgery, things start to grow back. As they're trying to grow, it may be trying to reconnect to something, and it's firing off signals that either isn't going anywhere or is hitting another nerve or something. But either way, it really sucks, and it's painful, and my left side's really bugging me. So hopefully, hopefully that will, in the next 2 weeks. I really want, I had the surgery so I would be out of pain. And he was talking like, we may need to do another surgery. We may need to put you on this medication. We may have to start you on these hormones that would then essentially put me into menopause. It's like, I had the surgery so I wouldn't have to do any of those things. I don't want to go into menopause. That's why we left one of my ovaries that's in fine shape on my right side. That's the only thing we left. But I haven't gone through menopause. I have had where I felt like I was getting like a hot flash, and I think it was, and where I felt like my body was trying to have a period, but you know, you can't. And so I think, you know, it takes a little while for your body to stop doing something that's been doing for, you know, 40 years or whatever. So, you know, there's a couple issues that I still have. But overall, you know, it's been a pretty good experience. My energy level, my stamina, you know, overall has been really good. Every day's better. I have so much energy. I want to do stuff. I want to get up. I want to go. But I'll go so far, and then this pain on my left side will be what hinders me. And then I'll feel like I have to take, because the pain gets so much that I have to take a pain pill. And then I'll keep going. And then the next day, I'll be like, yesterday, we went to IKEA. And I was feeling really good. And after we dropped my mom off at the airport, we're right there by IKEA. We got my daughter some stuff for her room. But that's a big place. You know, you're walking around a lot. And I felt fine at the time, but this morning I woke up in so much pain. You know, I still got to remember I'm a month out from surgery. My doctor wrote me out for 12 weeks, so that would put me going back to work in middle of August. I got a call from my short-term disability people, Liberty, and, you know, they were questioning that. So I wonder, you know, if I'm going to have a problem with Liberty when my doctor says he wants me out for 12 weeks, so I'm fully healed before I go back to work, especially with this nerve issue. But then I have to go back to work because of the short-term disability company says, no, we feel that you should go back to work. So that'll be interesting. If any of you have ever dealt with, I've heard that Liberty's difficult to work with. I've never been off work for more than a couple weeks from surgery, so this is the longest that I've ever been out of work. I was thinking, I haven't had more than 2 weeks off of work since my daughter was 2. So yeah, it's good. My daughter is now at a school. She got last week was her last week of school, so that's been nice to have her here. We're working on getting her room done. They're in there putting stuff together from IKEA right now. She actually, we bought her a little corner desk, and any of you have ever put anything together from IKEA, it's like you need an engineering degree. Well, you know, my husband's been busy, and he said, okay, it's going to be a while before we can put it together. And she said, well, can I try and put it together? She's, you know, 14. And she did it. She put the whole desk together. And it came in 2 boxes. And, you know, probably had like 100 screws. Just so many pieces to it. And I was just really impressed that she was able to put it together. I just wanted you to know where I am. I'll continue to give weekly or bi-weekly updates as things change. If nothing's changed, then, you know, I probably won't give an update. But as I go through, I want to make sure that those that are going through the same thing have some information on people that have had full abdominal hysterectomy with endometriosis and bladder issues or incision issues, because, you know, I'm lucky like that, and I tend to have issues that I have to deal with, and then I can give you my 2 cents for what that's worth. So I hope that you guys are all having a great summer so far, and we've got a lot of fun things coming up that we want. We're having a party on Friday, and then next week is my 20th wedding anniversary, so I hope to make a few videos along the way showing you things that we're doing. Have a great day. Bye.